Yes, people, welcome back to another TSTALKS podcast. Hope you're doing good, keeping safe. Now, in this one, I'm just talking about Hancock and his Howler. The reports state that, he's resigned. In my personal opinion, I think Boris, gave him the sack. And, Boris has even kind of made some claims that, he's kind of taken ownership for Hancock going, which, it was just only the other week the reports came out where he said that he's useless. And yeah, he's now gone, but he's gone for the wrong reasons, for being caught, cheating. I'm of the opinion that this is more of a cover-up to kind of let him step away from the role, whilst at the same time this guy should be, held to criminal charges for what's happened under his watch. The High Court's found him guilty for, dodgy dealings, to name some of the stuff. The whole Serco track and trace contract. Talking about Serco, they were recently gifted a new contract worth around up to 320 million, which is, again, ridiculous. A lot of the care home deaths, within the first wave of cases, you had many people being sent back into care homes from hospitals without negative test results. The whole PPE disaster, yet, stating back in January, we are prepared for, what's coming our way, which, everyone's clear as day to see we weren't prepared. And then also the treatment of NHS staff and care workers. Time and time again we speak about, these people, these politicians, these member of parliament, whatever, and, a lot of them are on, 100k, 150k, whatever it is. But you've got nurses that are struggling to make 25k a year. It's disgraceful. It's bang out of order. But, what annoys me is with the High Court thing, you'll find, yes, you've been found guilty of this, but there needs to be a plan of action of it. If you're found guilty of something, you need to hold the criminal charges. I don't want to hear, but it's, it's corporate this. A bit like when Grenfell happened, I was saying, a certain company could be charged with corporate manslaughter. No, you need to go to jail. People have died. When people die in the streets or whatever, no one says, you have been charged with murder. We find you guilty of murder, and you walk the street. No, you go to prison. We find you guilty of this charge. But yes, fine. You're a murderer. We know this, but you can walk the streets. Someone could say to me, but it's not that serious. But that's not the point. If these people are allowed to continue to do this dodgy stuff, they get found guilty for it, and there's no plan of action, then it's never going to end. It's just all ridiculous in my opinion. Now, onto his replacement, Sajid Javid. There's already a lot of talk about this guy that, he's got a second and third job, which he makes around 1,500 a year from. Now, in regards to that money, I'll be honest, if I can make 1,500 an hour, I would. I can't knock a man for that. But I think the main thing is that, a lot of it is it's a conflict of interest. One of his other roles is this, advisor for JP Morgan, which is, key in private healthcare. Yet you're now the health secretary. We've got a national health service, which we all know the government's trying to privatize. No one's blind. We can all see it. But, this whole pandemic's about, save the NHS. But you're trying to privatize it at the same time. So he has to come out and make a decision. In my opinion, he can't continue to do both roles. I know he's only been in the health secretary role, a couple of days or so, but you can't do both. You can't be an advisor for private healthcare elsewhere and then be for the National Health Service in another role. It don't work like that. So he needs to be held to account, and ideally, relatively soon, some sort of announcement needs to happen on what he's going to do. But with this government, it's the same old, and this is why, the public trust in these people is very low. But, for me, that's my thoughts on it all. Otherwise, I'll go in all day on these sort of people, and I just don't have the time to do so. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it all. If you're listening to me on the YouTube, then definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you're listening on Spotify or any of the other podcasting platforms, then let me know your thoughts in the comment section on the Instagram, which is TSTALKS_. And yeah, if you haven't already followed me on the Instagram, follow me up. If you haven't already subscribed on the YouTube, subscribe, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.